Welcome to Taylor Time with me, your host, Taylor Baldwin. And joining us here again on Taylor Time is fitness expert Natalie Jill, who's going to share with us how we can maximize our results at the gym while minimizing the time we spend there. Welcome back, Natalie.
Thank you, Taylor. Taylor, let me ask you, do you have 30 minutes to spend at the gym each day?
Yeah, I spend an hour at the gym because that's the only time I have, and I'm not getting the results. I do 40 minutes of cardio, 20 minutes of weights, and I've had the same body and actually put on weight recently, so I'm a little bummed about that. So what can you do for me in 30 minutes? I'm curious.
Well, Taylor, let's be real here, first of all. I've seen you at the gym, and using your cell phone while on the elliptical or chatting with your friends in between sets, that is not going to get you the results that you're looking for.
Seriously? I can't multitask anymore? That's all right. If I can get results in 30 minutes, I'd gladly give up the cell phone. I'd gladly give up socializing. So give it to me. Tell me.
Sure. It's all a matter of what you're doing in those 30 minutes. So there's 4 things I always recommend doing in a short amount of time at the gym, because you really only have to do this in about 30 minutes. The key is these 4 things though: intervals, intensity, heart rate, and sweat.
Natalie, that sounds like a lot to get in 30 minutes. How do you do that?
Sure. Well, the key is really being precise and thinking about how you can get the most bang for your buck out of this workout. So the first thing I mentioned was intervals, and the key is we're going to try to work every area of our body in this short time, and we're going to do it intensely. So we're going to set up intervals. We're going to pick 5 exercises that will work multiple areas of our body, and we're going to set up mini stations. So the key is how intensely can you do each of these intervals. So yes, you can take a little mini break while you're changing stations, going in between, grab a sip of your water, but the key is keeping that intensity up and really pushing it at each of these intervals.
Okay, all right. Well, what's the next one?
Okay, the third thing is heart rate. Your heart rate needs to be up while doing these exercises. If your heart rate is not elevated, you're really not doing a lot of work.
Gee, so how do you do that?
So that's pushing it harder, lifting more. If one of your stations is a jump rope, for instance, not jumping rope slow, but jumping rope to a point where your heart rate is up and you're panting a little bit.
What about when you're doing the weights? Does it mean that do you do the reps at a faster pace?
It could be either or. As long as your form is correct, it could be a faster pace with the reps, using lighter weights, or can be using heavier weights and going slower, as long as you're getting that intensity and that burn.
Maybe alternating is good, huh?
Absolutely, and that's great. And then the last thing is, I always like to tell my clients this: if you look cuter when you leave the gym than when you got there, you did something wrong.
Darn.
Absolutely. If you're doing the work correctly, you should be sweating. And sweating means you're not going to look so cute. But that is a really good judge of how hard did I work and am I doing this correctly.
Got it. But I always heard, I know it's kind of a theory or a myth, that if you want to tap into the fat storage, that you need to do a low intensity cardio for a longer period of time. And now you're telling me that I'm going to tap into that fat storage by combining weight training and cardio in 30 minutes.
Yes.
Can you break that down for us?
Yes, well, and that's a misunderstanding, because the way it works is you have to burn a lot of calories in order to lose fat. And actually 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So to lose 1 pound of fat, and this is just science, you have to burn 3,500 calories. Now when you do a slower paced cardio like the elliptical while talking on the phone, you are probably not burning that many calories. So percentage wise, you may be tapping more into fat versus things you just ate. However, in an hour time frame at that slow pace, maybe you're burning 200 calories. The key is we need to get our calorie burn way up. And with the type of workout I'm describing, there's no reason you couldn't burn a minimum of 500 calories. Really? So you're burning more calories overall, which means ultimately the goal, more fat loss.
Right, and it also, I'm assuming that it raises your metabolism.
Absolutely.
So you're burning more calories more efficiently throughout the day.
Yes, for 2 reasons. One, when you're building muscle, muscle itself increases your metabolism because it takes more just sitting there, and you will use your metabolism more efficiently. Secondly, when you're working out at this high intensity, especially with the interval training, you are definitely increasing your metabolism for the rest of the day. So it's a win-win all the way around.
Get that sculpted body we've always wanted, and I want. Follow Natalie's advice. Believe me, she knows what she's talking about. She is the fitness expert. Thank you for joining us on Taylor Time. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for being our own Taylor Time fitness expert. Please don't forget to add us on Facebook and add us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, and share us with your friends and family. If you love them, share the love. Keep them in the know. Have a great day.